Wealth through the ages. What if I told you that the wealth of nations and individuals has been closely tied to the explosion of the world's population? How has a world of only a few hundred million grown into one with billions of people, and how has that affected the global economy? Let's uncover the surprising connections between population growth and prosperity, and how the future of wealth might look in a world with over 10 billion people. Stick around, because we're about to take a journey through time to see how population and wealth have shaped the world, from the 15th century to today, and what's next in the race to global prosperity. In the 15th century, the global population was much smaller than what we see today. Estimates suggest that the population hovered around 500 million people, spread thinly across vast continents. Most people lived in rural communities, with only a few cities reaching significant sizes. By the 16th and 17th centuries, population growth began to accelerate slowly, reaching approximately 600 million by 1700. With the expansion of empires, exploration, and the establishment of new trade routes, wealth began to shift. But for most people, life was still focused on survival. Wealth was concentrated in the hands of a few. Imagine living in a world with fewer than 1 billion people. What do you think life would have been like? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The Industrial Revolution, a population boom and wealth explosion. The Industrial Revolution in the late 18th and 19th centuries marked a turning point in global population growth. As industries mechanized and agricultural practices improved, the world's population surged. By 1800, the population had crossed the 1 billion mark. Not only did the population grow, but so did wealth, especially for industrializing nations. Wealth was no longer just about land, it was about factories, machines, and global trade. Countries like Britain and the United States experienced unprecedented economic growth, while populations flocked to cities in search of new opportunities. This period wasn't just about wealth creation, though. It also revealed stark inequalities. While some amassed fortunes, many others lived in poverty, working in harsh conditions for little pay. Would you have thrived in the hustle of the Industrial Revolution, or would the rapid change have been too much? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Medicine, the 20th century, and population growth today. One of the biggest contributors to population growth in the 20th century was the advancement of medicine. Vaccines, antibiotics, and better sanitation drastically reduced mortality rates, particularly infant mortality. The population jumped from 1.6 billion in 1900 to a staggering 6 billion by 2000. With this explosive growth came both opportunities and challenges. Countries with larger populations like the United States, China, and India experienced booming economies, but also had to grapple with social and environmental issues. While the wealth of the world has grown dramatically, so has the gap between the rich and the poor. Today, nearly 8 billion people inhabit the Earth, and while some enjoy lives of luxury, others still struggle to meet basic needs. How do you think the rapid growth of the 20th century impacted your life today? What do you see as the biggest challenges going forward? The future population forecasts and wealth projections. So where are we headed? If current trends continue, the global population is expected to reach 9.7 billion by 2050 and could top 11 billion by the year 2100. But what does this mean for wealth? Will more people mean more wealth creation, or will the economic pie need to be divided into smaller slices? Some economists predict that the next 100 years could see incredible innovations, from green energy to digital economies driving new wealth creation. However, there are also fears of increased inequality, job displacement due to automation, and the strain on natural resources. What do you think? Will humanity be able to manage its growing population and create a more prosperous future for all, or are we headed for a wealth crisis? Wealth through the ages. What can we learn? Looking back at history, one thing is clear. Population growth has always been a catalyst for both wealth creation and economic challenges. As populations grow, so do the opportunities for innovation, trade, and industry. But these opportunities often come with increased competition for resources and rising inequality. As we move forward, the question isn't just about how much wealth can be created, but how that wealth will be distributed. Will we find ways to ensure prosperity for all, or will we continue to see wealth concentrated in the hands of a few? History teaches us that opportunities for wealth creation are always present, even during periods of rapid change. If you're ready to take control of your financial future and explore how to build lasting wealth, check out the valuable resource in the description below. It could be your first step towards securing financial freedom today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.